Yeah, I was looking at the wrong
I
one.
am looking forward to seeing
Where
your
are you,
reaction.
bitch? I will find you. I will find you, bitches. Okay, I know what it's called now. Just need to find it. There it is. Boom. Life binder. Awesome. All my money. Not even close. So let's look at this. Let's straight up unhind it, or unshadow form it. As you can see, it goes very well. Why am I not solid formed? Is it this? Is that you're doing? What? Maybe it's just my armor or some shit. Who knows? Okay. Anywho, so yeah, very nice looking. Matches very well. I'm liking it. I'll put it into shadow form. Yeah, that's a cool tip in shadow. That's pretty awesome. I like that. That's cool. Look a little bit better, but I think we found a good match to make it flow. If you know what I'm talking about, and I think you do. I don't know why we're keeping this crystal. I just want it, so I'm gonna keep it. So we're gonna hearth back. We're gonna head over to our next location that we're gonna spend at least, hopefully, 5 levels at. And hopefully, leveling is faster and easier. I'm hoping for that. Now that the new expansion is out, that is my hope and my prayer. Though, not not get my hopes up too much because I don't know how it works. All right. So, have you guessed the location that we're going to? Where's our next spot, you may ask? Well, it's definitely not here in Blade's Edge. I'll tell you that much. That is right. We are going to Netherstorm. And we are going to try to do all 6 chapters of the Netherstorm. That's right. So get ready for some nether action, because it's coming at you. It is definitely coming at you. That is going to be the place where we spend 72, 75. I know technically, you can go anywhere at this point. No, I don't want to. You're gonna be loving shit, bitch. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. So I've never really done all the quests here, and I know you can, at this point you can go to the ice fuck place, Northrend. That's it. But I want to use this to our advantage so we can skip over certain things, like I don't know, not Cataclysm. We're gonna do a little bit of Cataclysm, but skip over Pandaria, places that like suck ass like that. So I'm gonna try to skip over that. That is the goal, at least. So yeah, let's see if we can make it happen. So we're gonna go over here, get these first quests up and ready to roll. These quests are pretty cool. I've done some of them, but I never really did a lot of them back in the day, because back in the day when you got here, by the time you could do this place, there's only like 2 to 3 levels to go anyway, so I could never really get them all done. But now, we have
I am honored.
all the time in the world to get them done.
Good luck,
So I'm
friend.
pretty sure this place is still... Yeah, to 80. So hell yeah, we have all the levels in the universe that we can spend here. So I'm really excited for that. Really excited for that. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna go take on those 2 people suggested places, because I don't straight up girl fuck,
Yo!
if you know what I mean.
Be good.
I think we
Hey,
can
how
take
you
'em.
doing?
We'll find out.
Keep it real.
Alright, got tons of quests, Let's get this save point here. Oh yeah, I remember that, the whole... Yeah.
What's up?
It's like a whole Men in Black themed here. Yeah, you can see they're wearing the black suits, they got the black shades. Yeah, I remember that. Let's see if we can go take on the Nether Rock and the Annihilator and whatnot. Because if I remember correctly, it says Nether Rock's over here, but you can find them anywhere along the edge, so it's one of those ones that just deliberately lies to you about where the quest location is. That one can be a problem, but since we know that is a dirty, no good, stinking motherfucking lie, we can find him anywhere along the coastline here. and we won't be fooled again. It's a gigantic rock monster, elemental type creature. Can't miss him. Hello, 76 undead rogue. I think undead rogues are some of the coolest rogues in the game. I honestly think undead rogue is really cool. Blood elves are pretty nice. Let's see, what else is kind of cool? Gnomes make good rogues, because they're small and adorable, and you don't expect so much death and destruction to come from such a little thing. Though that is a recurring theme that I quite enjoy, just in general, really. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else. I wouldn't say a worgen. I don't even know if they can be rogues, but I don't think they would make good rogues. Goblin rogue makes a lot of sense. Me. There you are. So, man, you ready to fight? More importantly, are you ready to fucking die? I think he's ready. Did I attract someone else's attention? I don't think I did. Okay, I did not. We gotta make sure we can keep refreshing our shield every chance we get. It's going to help keep us alive. Yeah, we can definitely kill him. I don't know about his little puppet friends, but we can definitely kill his ass. Yeah, they get hard. This is that. But the important part is killing him. That's all we need to do. Let's see if we can take the rest of these. Let's get shield on. Let's heal ourselves a little bit. Boom, serum. Shield, serum again. There we go. Perfect. Easily done. Wasn't even a challenge, really, you know what I mean? Because I'm that awesome. I'm just kidding. I got a little close. I'm not gonna lie, that one got a little closer than I thought I was going to. Okay, you know, I'll be honest with you. That's alright. I don't mind. We made it. That's all that matters. Let's go for this Annihilator's Servo. Remember that, but I'm sure we can get it down. I wouldn't see why not. I just don't know where he is or what he is. If I'm being honest, I don't know if he's big. I don't know if he's small. This person's dead. Oh, maybe scouting for. I was gonna say definitely scouting for him, but maybe not. We have the quest. Let's read the quest. Okay. Man, I don't know where we. Oh wait. He's a construct, isn't he? Is that what Is that what I'm remembering? Am I remembering correctly? Or incorrectly? Do not remember. I feel like it's a construct. But I could be wrong. By the way, I just had a very interesting conversation the other day with a good friend of mine that I play D&D with, because I was watching something that I've gotten just straight hooked on as of recently. I've been watching a lot of Good Mythical Morning, because for the name of science, and purely by the name of science, I was suggested to show a video, show some fun scientific videos, and I saw just a random advertisement for Arcane Annihilator. I think that is what I'm looking for, right? And I get the thing from him, so let's see if let's just kill him, see what happens. This is a construct, which I spoke. So we just pulled him. Looks like we achieved that. Alright, yeah, so for the name of science, I thought it would be cool to show a video because I know that there's what? Oh, that's not okay. Silence needs to be there. Yeah, there we go. That's just the way I have my thing set up, so it ain't gonna work. Anywho, yeah, it was just a suggestion. It's like, you know, from what I've heard from Game Grumps, which is from all source, but from what I've heard from them, they're a very, you know, PG rated, you know, no cussing, no inappropriate stuff, because they have kids. I was right. I was so right. They have their kids watching shit, so you know So I was like, they keep it pretty professional. So I watched it beforehand. I was like, okay, this is fine. I mean, they technically use alcohol in it, but it's for scientific purposes only, and I made sure to state that to the class. But you know, they put a bunch of stuff through a water filter, and I was like, you know, I want to watch some of the other stuff. And I started watching some of the other stuff. And I was just like, this shit's great. I love this. So I've been watching a lot of that, and apparently it was one where they had this one guy who had a very interesting voice, and I think he would do fantastic as a voice actor. I don't know if he does, but he had a very interesting voice. To where they were trying to guess what the original thing that was Googled was based off of what Google suggested to search afterwards. And one of them came up that just fucked with my head. I could not tell if this was a thing or not. Like, it messed with me so bad. And the two responses that showed up was I'm just checking the time. We're good. We still got a third of the way to go.
I got what you need.
I'm just checking what this is.
Hurry back.
Fine. Shale. Let's get some shale on up. The first response was from these guys, right? First response. The first question they followed up with is, can a vampire become pregnant? The other one was, can a vampire have a period? So my first, going into D&D, my first reaction is like, no, because these vampires are undead, and like most undead, they do not have normal, what we call normal human functions, to where they don't need to sleep, they don't need to breathe, they don't need to eat or drink, they can't get tired. They don't actually get physically fatigued at all, because their body's not technically, it's not living, though undead, or I think vampires are an intelligent, actual conscious kind of form of undead. Other undead aren't always such. But then it kind of struck me, it was like, but however, vampires need blood to sustain them, or they die. In most original vampire lores, they need blood to sustain them, otherwise they die. Which is like eating. If they don't eat something, albeit specific, but still, if they don't eat or drink this one specific thing, they will die. Much like sustenance. So it's like they seem not the same as typical undead, because they do require sustenance to live. They do need to eat/drink, whatever way you want to look at that. Is that they're eating blood or drinking blood? That's your call to make. I don't give a fuck either way. But yeah, they need that. So it's like, are they different? Like, can vampires have more normal human functions because they are like vastly more intelligent and superior undead compared to other forms of undead? Like, is that a thing? So I was just sitting there like, I don't fucking know. And obviously, if someone's Googling this, they probably didn't find any answers. So I was just like, I don't want random theories of random people on the internet on this. So I was like, I'm going to contact a person who knows D&D books inside and fucking out, like a million times more than I. And so I contacted my friend, who's the other DM I'm talking about, it was like, like, dude, this question's fucking with me. It's a super serious question. You're the only one who can help me with this question. That's how serious it is. And I asked him, and in his response, which most people would be like, "What the fuck are you watching?" His response was just like, "Well, it depends." Like super casual, just like, "Well, it depends on what version of vampires you're referring to." And that made me think, it's like, oh shit, man, you're right, because vampires have been fucked with throughout history. It kind of then becomes what version of vampire we're talking about, because it's like, you wouldn't expect vampires to be able to ejaculate either, right? If they can't have birth and don't eat and and can't get pregnant, then you'd also expect that they can't ejaculate and get other creatures pregnant because they're dead. Their body doesn't work, right? And, oh no, here comes Twilight to fuck everything up, right? So the consensus we came to, first off, he made a really good point in saying that, if you think about it, the creatures in Twilight are less vampires and more golems. And I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Because, vampires don't really have super speed or super strength, but golems do. However, they still also don't require to eat and drink or sleep and also can ejaculate. And usually don't have that lower intelligent thought, but in the sense of their abilities alone, yes, I agree. They are straight up golems. But I digress. The important part that we establish here. Hello. Oh no, I hate this quest. Fine, fuck it. I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, what do you want? Keep it real.
Escort this bitch ass motherfucker. What is this thing? I see. So we have to follow this guy, which is just fucking dandy. Come on, man. Let's go. See if we can get a lot of this done at the same time, kind of shit. So yeah, the consensus that we drew is that based off of the lores that kind of reside around the same area, they all have the same kind of schools of thought and whatnot. No, vampires cannot give birth. And no, they cannot. They don't have a period. However, if somehow they were to become pregnant, it would be stillborn. And I think that is the best consensus we can come to. Now, of course, we can argue this for years, years on end, all the different vampires. Like, I don't even know where fucking Vampire Diaries fits into all of this, because it seems like they can do sexual shit, and I'm sure stuff comes out. They don't even do the whole body thing, I think. I don't know, I only saw the first 2 seasons of Vampire Diaries, and that's why I saw the first 2 seasons of Vampire Diaries come out. I actually really like that show. I feel like it kind of went off the rails at the end of the 2nd season, so I was not really interested in watching any more of it from that point on. But so I haven't watched past that, but I was going to try to, but I was going to watch through it all again and get back to that part, but I just haven't done that because I never really felt like it. But I actually like that show because I'm a sucker for vampires, man. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's just I'm not even like, oh, vampires are awesome. It's just I don't know, man. It's just the idea of being able to live forever without having to fucking sleep and all that crazy shit, that crazy stupid shit we have to do all the time. It's very appealing. I'm not gonna lie. It's very appealing to me. Just know everything and have endless hours because I don't have to sleep like that. Just some fucking bitch. But Anywho, it's not important. Y'all don't need to know that. Anywho, yeah, I'm a sucker for vampires. Not a fan of Twilight though, because who is? You know what I mean? I won't lie to y'all. I did like the first book once I got into it. Once I got past the part where she was about Rumble. She was just a bitchy fucking ass who was just like, oh my god, my parents give me it's like, shut your fucking mouth up, dude. You got free fucking try. Say thank you, don't be a fucking bitch. Anywho, once I got past that, I actually liked the book and I was okay with the movie when it came out. Mostly because just I was in love with the character Alice. Like by far my favorite, and like I ain't gonna lie, when she jumped up and ripped that guy's fucking head off, I may have got a hard on right there in the theaters. Maybe, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I did, but it's a possibility that may have occurred. Anywho, but no. Then I started reading the second book and I was like, this is fucking trash, and I never picked it up again. Never continued on the series. Never watched the second movie. It just got fucking weird with it, and it was just stupid. So yeah. And then watching the first movie again, I was just like, this is not that good. Okay. So yeah. If you wanted to know about me and my vampire history. But no, I've always been a sucker for vampires. They're fun, I guess. I don't know, something like that. I just like the thought. I like the idea. Yes. If you're wondering, general consists from two people who maybe spend a little bit too much time studying D&D lore, just lore, fantasy creatures in general. Even though they're more intelligent undead, and even though they are more just kind of seemingly magical in nature undead, still don't believe that they can have babies. And definitely, why would they have their blood doesn't circulate? So, yeah. So that's my firm belief, and I'm sticking to it. If you want to have a discussion, if you fully believe that they can have babies, you know what? I am totally willing to hear your side of the argument in the comments below. I'm down. I'm down to hear your ideas. I would love to theorize. If there's some realm outside of silly non sequiturs like Twilight and shit like that, to where vampires could get pregnant. Maybe there's a theory for like what happens if they become a vampire while they're a pregnant human being. Now that's an interesting theory. What would happen? Would it become a stillborn, or because obviously your body's not working anymore to have to continue to create the baby. Like maybe if you were like right at the edge, would it come out? Would it be a vampire baby, or would it die during birth? Like how would that work? Would you be so strong because you're a vampire and undead that you wouldn't even feel childbirth? You would just like shoot it out like a cannon? That's an image you probably didn't think you were gonna have today. Oh fuck. I don't know. See, these are the weird things I think about, and I googled a lot of weird shit recently because I'm at the point in my life where it's just like I like learning. I like learning things I want to learn. Like when no one's forcing me to learn, I love learning about these weird things, random little tidbits that pique my interest throughout the day. And I have two other examples for you. That was one of them, and that was like it was literally yesterday. I had the whole vampire thing. I watched that episode yesterday, and I immediately at like 8:30 p.m. like I got notes now. Like I gotta ask these questions. But the other ones I looked up Um, the one before that was, again, I was watching Good Mythical Morning, and something they said, I think they made some kind of reference like Pussycat or something. And then I was just thinking, like, the thought just occurred to me, like, when did the word
Welcome,
pussy
friend.
in history start referring to
If you ever need
female
anything,
genitalia? Like, when did that become a thing? So I googled it, and I actually had to do some scouring to figure this out. It was hidden pretty deep within the what's the word I'm looking for? It was hidden pretty deep within the Wikipedia article. Of course, whenever you say that, it's like, well, how accurate was it? No idea. But here's the thing about that. I don't care. So apparently, the word pussy, I don't know why or how, it was very mum about that information. Oh, there we go.
It's still recharging.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it. Anywho, yeah, it wasn't really forthcoming with that information, but as far as I can tell, no exact dates, no exact years, but general consensus is that the word pussy started being used for female genitalia. Obviously, vagina could be what I'm talking about, if you don't know for some reason. In the 1700s. Interesting thought. Interesting fact. This is the random shit I googled. I was interested. When the fuck did this start being this? Apparently back in the 1700s. Who knew? I didn't know, but now I know. And that's interesting, because you'd think that it seems very slang and crass, but I guess it's been around for a while. So I figured it would be very fresh. I thought it was going to get somewhere, at least in the 1900s. I was thinking the 90s, or like either between the 70s to 90s. And I know, apparently 17 motherfucking hundreds. Who knew they were gangster in those days? They were just all about slaying the bad puss. I don't know. Something like that. It's weird. Anywho, you come with me so I can defeat you. Yeah, that's right. It's fucking right. And the one before that. Let's see if I can get this right. So this is gonna sound weird, as in many organizations today have not, right? So this is gonna sound weird, but there was a reason for this lookup. So I'm just gonna drop it on you. I'm gonna drop it on you because it's fun to do that. So here's a list of family members you can marry. Okay, I'm gonna let that one sink in for a second. So I had a dream that someone I knew, just to piss someone off, was like, "Hey, I'm marrying my father." Just to piss someone off, they decided like, "Hey, I'm gonna marry my father just to spite you." I was like, what the fuck is going on? And even in the dream, I was like, can you even do that? I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Can you do that? And then I woke up, and it just me, I was like, you can't do that, right? That's illegal. That's gotta be illegal, right? And so I immediately started to look it up. It is, by the way, you cannot.
I need a target.
You cannot marry. You cannot marry your parents, or your brother, sister, etc. Cousins, aunts, uncles, out of the question. However, there are two different examples of when you can marry your family. One, your second cousin. Why your second out of any other iteration of cousin, I do not know, but your second cousin, I believe that's correct. Is he a second or first cousin? I'm pretty sure it's second cousin. I don't know. Yeah, second cousin. And also, if you are adopted, you cannot marry your adopted parents, but you can marry your adopted parents' kids. So your adopted brothers and sisters, you can marry them. Oh, not there. Just in case you didn't know, you can straight up marry your adopted siblings. I not know this. But by the power of fucked up dreams mixed with I want to know the answer to this.
Interesting.
Now we all know.
Have a good one.
And knowledge is in some way fucked up power. I think. I think that's how that works, right? Oh man. It's weird, right? Just the random things that pop into my head, but you know, it's just like, you know what, let's figure it out. You know? Some people would look at this and just be like, that's silly, why would I want to know that? For me, it's just like, fuck it, we're diving in, we're gonna figure it out. This conjure power allow you to draw the demon out of hiding. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Consider it done. We are halfway to 71. Not too bad. I mean, I think we're halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. No, we're almost halfway. We're getting there. We're getting goddamn close. Definitely goddamn close. But we're not quite halfway. We'll get there. Alright. Listen, Inquisitor. Let's see. Let's see what you know. Not much resistance, but you did offer me a staff, so I'll do that. And artifact. Can I just straight up fight you? Is that what I'm supposed to do? That's what it looks like. Straight up what it looks like. Kill this motherfucker. Crystal. I don't know. I cannot sense it. Alright, you know what? As easy as 1, 2, 3, you know? ABC, 1, 2, 3, you and me. Girl. Hee hee. I don't know. Something like that. I think the song goes something like that. I think it was a Shimon in there too. I don't know. I'm not fucking around. Alright, so we're gonna wrap it up here very soon. I usually don't like to keep time. Unfortunately, hopefully working tomorrow. So I want to get some food, chill for an hour or two, and go to fucking sleep. So fortunately, we're calling it low today. Maybe over the weekend we'll record quite a bit. But for now, we are on a fixed schedule. We don't need that, but we'll keep that one up because that's of course that's an actual quest.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
That experience, yo, just give it to me, dog. You still got 2 more to turn. Are you serious? Oh,
right back.
Fuck yes. Is that a power bubble? Very nice.
How may I help?
Oh, you may help.
Till next
I'll give me all your money and experience. So I guess since we got time, maybe we'll go look for or start building some shit. Who knows? 7 Wraith Essence. That sounds like a perfect plan. I'm gonna go this way though. To collect it because that's a bigger field. While we're finishing up here talking, maybe we'll finish it. Maybe we won't. It doesn't really matter. We'll at least get started. We are so fucking close to leveling. 7 bars away. Very nice. We got a whole level almost today, so that's really cool. Essence. I assume I just kill you to get the essence. I it doesn't have any items to use on you or anything else. So I just assume I kill others. We'll have to keep killing to find out. Anywho, so yeah, I've taken a slight break in the Ranger's Apprentice series only because I don't have one of the books and I just haven't felt the I just been too lazy to order it. I'm actually going to do that probably here today because I want to read it next. So in that time I felt like reading the Artemis Fowl books and actually continuing on. I only read the first 4. and I haven't read any past that because the other one like started out weird. There was this like woody creature thing that was like half phased in, like the universe half out. They like dragged Artemis, and I don't fucking know. It's weird. The whole series is quite weird in a strictly fantasy lore-based style. Like goblins, some of the most, some of the biggest D&D punching bags in the universe. Apparently, did you know that they're reptilian instead of goblinoids, and they have no eyelids, so they lick their eyelids with their forked tongues and conjure fireballs. Has any one of you ever thought of that whenever you've seen a goblin in anything? No, because goblins don't do that shit. Did you know that dwarves don't dig tunnels with picks? They chew through the dirt through their mouths because they can unhinge their jaws? Like, yeah, did you know that little piece of fantasy lore trivia? I sure as fuck didn't. I forgot all about it when I read the books in the past, and I was like, wait, this is fucking weird. This goes against, like, everything I've read about, everything I've ever seen in games, movies, and just fantasy lore in general, books, etc. Goblins and dwarves and fairies, apparently they're all fairies, even if it's sprites and pixies, and dwarves are even fairies, gnomes are fairies. It's like, no, that's not how that works. So so don't get me wrong, it's a weird fucking series, and it's meant for a younger audience. I would assume a more teen audience. However, they are quite enjoyable books. I really do love his work with the character Holly. I really think that she is amazing. I love her character, and I love the connection her and the main character Artemis has, and of course Butler's the shit. So I mean, you know, I really like those books. So I've been reading through those again. I'm just about under 100 pages off of finishing the third one. Finished the first two. I actually never finished the second one. This was kind of a weird thing. I got like halfway through the second one and then into the third book and just continued on from there and never actually finished the second book, so I never knew how it all ended. I just knew that the plot was thwarted and I had no idea how, and here's why this happened, because I started reading the book and I was really into it, but then I just kind of like didn't have to get around to it, so I kept renewing it because I was shooting that from middle school, high school, whatever. Middle school, I can't remember. And like a young kid, I didn't want to turn it in and like rent it again because I felt like that would be embarrassing or something, and the librarian would be like, "Why the fuck do you keep getting this wrong book?" or something. So I was embarrassed at that fact for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Kid logic. So I finished the book, and so it's going to be interesting to actually finish the whole book this time. And it was actually quite good. We were so close to being done with this lesson, so that'll probably be it for the day. That's a goddamn rogue. He's going for my mana wraiths. Mana wraiths. Dude, just got fucking Jackson. Guess what? I ain't even done! Oh, fuck, you see him throw that fucking dagger at him. How pissed are you right now? How fucking pissed are you right now, Rogue? Oh my god, I'm one step ahead of you! Sorry, I didn't. I mean, I meant to take that kill, but I mean, I thought since he was killing the same target I was, he was just like, whatever, he wasn't really invested in it. I didn't know I was gonna jack right before he decided to jack. Oh man, that was a double jack right there. That's what that was. We both jacked at the same time. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You know me. So yeah, highly recommend the Artemis Fowl series. Keep in mind, like, a lot of the books I tend to read, it is designed for a younger audience, but that doesn't mean that a more mature audience can't enjoy it. For example, case and motherfucking point above all else, look at Harry Potter. If you go back, especially if you read through all the Harry Potter books, and you're thinking, these aren't, I mean, yeah, I mean, kind of, but not really meant for an audience, go back and read the first one again. And you can see as you go through the first one, the second one, the third one, as the books progress, like at the beginning, it was like, it's pretty clear. It's not like, oh, definitely, but like, based off of, you know, how fast it kind of moves through, the amount of detail. What am I doing with this? Son of Rumble Warp, right? Okay. We got like barely a few seconds, but we'll get this one. Yeah, it's just based off of a lot of things, like how many words on the page, etc., etc. No caps lock. Like it's. I honestly think it was originally designed for a much younger audience. I don't know what I'm doing with that. And then as the books grew and grew, and I think she started realizing, well, you know, kind of was going towards a more darker area, and also was realizing, like, wow, actually, a lot of people of all ages really like this. Her books started getting progressively more adult as they go through, and less designed for a specifically really young, teenage to younger audience. So, you know, before you're just like knocking it because like, oh, this is a kid's book or something.
Yo!
You know,
Keep it real, what's up?
think about Harry Potter, and kiss yourself there for a second, because that's kind of a younger book itself at the beginning of its span. So, you know, just keep
Time
that
is money, friend. Be good.
Anywho, I am done for the day. 25 seconds, as a matter of fact, left to go. Anywho, thank you for joining me. I am going to try to get back into this.
Got
Doing
the best
more
deals
World of
anywhere.
Warcraft season 3, so we can get through here. And I plan on doing vanilla whenever that comes out, depending on if it costs money, etc., etc., etc. Anywho, thank you for joining me. Next time we jump into this bad boy, we're going to be popping off here in the Nether Storm. So, you know, hold on to your hats, get ready for the awesome action, and I will see you guys next time.